ocean in my head, because there are so many things that I left unsaid. I can almost feel you walking in the distance, but I know that it's not reality. If you are echoing around inside these parallel dimensions all alone, now I'll find you in my dreams. My heart rages around like an ocean in my head. I can almost feel you walking in the distance, but I know that it's not reality. If you are echoing around inside these parallel dimensions all alone, now I'll find you in my dreams. I can almost feel you walking in the distance, but I know that it's not reality. Empty hearts and neon lights, they're playing with my mind. Gotta get out of here tonight. Oh, I wanna run off and fly, and I'll tell myself.
हेलो हेलो हेलो, क्या हाल है? वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम कान, वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम। क्या हाल है? एको हो रहा है क्या? रुको मैं ये साउंड बंद कर देता हूँ। ये हम साउंड को भी कम कर देते हैं अपन थोड़ा। अब साउंड सही आ रहा होगा, होप सो। मेरा साउंड, सबका साउंड, सब एकदम बढ़िया आ रहा होगा। एक सेकंड में ना बस चैट को रुको यार, चैट को मुझे ठीक करना पड़ेगा। लाइव चैट अभी तुम लोगों को शो नहीं हो रहा होगा, लेट मी जस्ट पोस्ट इट। अब चैट दिख रहा है, चैट शो कर रहा होगा गाइस, आई थिंक सो। या ओके ओके, चैट दिख रहा है ना अब यहाँ पे, शो तो कर रहा है, मेरे स्क्रीन पे दिख रहा है मुझे चैट। एक सेकंड, आई एम जस्ट फिक्सिंग अ बिट ऑफ थिंग्स, थोड़ा सा टाइम दो मेरे को, 2 मिनट का बस टाइम दो एंड आई विल बी रेडी। चैट चैट तो नहीं दिख रहा। हाँ, वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम गाइस, जो भी नहीं आ रहा है वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम। मैंने इसको फुल क्यों नहीं करके रखा, इस चीज़ को पूरा रखना चाहिए ना मेरे को। यप, अब चैट जो है वो पूरी दिखेगी इस एरिया में। ओके, चैट अब पूरा दिख रहा है इस एरिया में। तुम लोगों को साउंड भी आ रहा होगा, मेरा एकदम क्लियर कट साउंड आ रहा होगा आई थिंक सो। चलो फिर चालू करते हैं फिर, और किस बात की देरी। ऐसा ऑफ करता हूँ, मिनिमाइज करते हैं और इधर घुसते हैं। आज मैंने सोचा है कि इनाजुमा का वर्ल्ड क्वेस्ट देखते हैं, अगर अपन कंटिन्यू कर पाए तो। मन तो है मेरा इनाजुमा का वर्ल्ड क्वेस्ट कंटिन्यू करने का। तो गाइस, जो भी नहीं आ रहा है स्ट्रीम पे, लाइक कर देना एंड डू सब्सक्राइब टू द चैनल। अगर आप नए हो तो चैनल पे सब्सक्राइब कर देना। आज इनाजुमा का क्वेस्ट करने वाले हैं हम लोग। आर्कॉन क्वेस्ट देखता हूँ, अगर थोड़ा सा ही बचा है उसको कंप्लीट करने के लिए, थोड़ा सा ही बचा है। थोड़ा सा आर्कॉन क्वेस्ट बस बचा है वहाँ का। एक सेकंड, ये वाला अबे आना पड़ेगा, पहले यहाँ पहुँचते हैं। गेम को मैंने ना, जो मतलब गेम प्ले तुम लोग को दिखता है वो मैंने थोड़ा सा रिसाइज किया है। गेम को मैंने हल्का सा रिसाइज किया है। फिर ये सेंटर में अलाइन होके क्यों नहीं आ रहा यार, प्रॉब्लम मेरा वही लेके है। सेंटर हॉरिजॉन्टल अब दिख रहा होगा, आई होप सो, लेफ्ट राइट दोनों साइड एकदम प्रॉपर सेंटर पे अलाइन कर दिया मैंने इसको। करते हैं गाइस, आर्कन कोर्स थोड़ी देर में शुरू करते हैं। तब तक बताओ यार, कौन किसके लिए पुल कर रहा है। न्यूविलेट, जोंगली, हुटाओ, नाहिदा, कैस्का, लीनी, बहुत सारे अरे लाइनी सॉरी। कौन किस कैरेक्टर के लिए पुल कर रहा है। मोस्टली लोग जोंगली और इसके लिए जाएंगे, न्यूविलेट। कभी कभी ना चैट फ्रीज हो जाता है, सीन वही है, चैट फ्रीज हो जाता है फिर ना प्रॉब्लम आ जाता है। आ जाओ।
The most important part of going out to have fun is, well, going out. So just show up and I'll handle the rest. I shall Off we go.
नेटलन का हमारा क्वेस्ट हो चुका है
Need a
कंप्लीट,
surfboard?
हमें बस यही करना है अभी।
Need a surfboard? Off we go.
लेट्स गो। ये क्या जगह है, नीला नीला हो गया पूरा। फाइंड द हेल्पर हु याइमी को स्पोक ऑफ। ये क्या चीज़ है बे, गाना बजा रहा है साला। फाइंड द हेल्पर, हाँ भाई हेल्पर। अबे टेलीपोर्ट दिख रहा है मुझे, टेलीपोर्ट खोल लेते हैं। हेल्पर हेल्पर कहाँ है? कौन है बे, यही है क्या? ये याइमिको का हेल्पर है।
Toy Tanuki just turned into a human.
व्हाट? ओ ये डायोना है ना,
What's going on?
सॉरी
Ryman's never seen one of these before.
सॉरी
Tanuki.
तायू बे, सॉरी सॉरी गाइस,
Gina.
नॉलेज लेवल 0। ओके सायू है, सायू है, सॉरी सॉरी, नॉलेज लेवल 0।
I'm so tired. If I don't get enough sleep,
Hmm.
it'll stunt my growth. Is this the professional you were talking about? She doesn't look very professional at all. She is a member of the Shiumatsuban, a genuine, bona fide ninja.
अच्छा
A ninja? So was that one of those legendary ninja transformation techniques? Anyway, what's the Shiumatsuban?
ये कब टप की
The
बे?
Yashiro Commission, a secret unit under Kamisato Ayato. Now, Kamisato Ayato and the Yashiro Commission.
क्वालिटी तो सही आ रहा है ना इधर, क्वालिटी
So I
मुझे
have
तो
no
सही दिख
right
रहा है
to
स्ट्रीम
give
का।
orders to the Shiumatsuban. However,
थैंक यू फॉर सब्सक्राइबिंग भाई, जिसने भी
convincing
सब्सक्राइब
members
किया,
of chronically lazy members
थैंक
to
यू।
help us is well within my
आज वैसे मैं अल्ट्रा
abilities.
लो लेटेंसी पे स्ट्रीम कर रहा हूँ, तो तुम लोगों को भी स्ट्रीम का जो डिले है वो आपको बहुत कम देखने को मिलेगा स्ट्रीम पे, बहुत ही कम देखने मिलेगा। 1 मिनट दो यार मेरे को, ये 1 सेकंड ना, ये जो जल्दी स्क्रीन है ना यहाँ पे ये हल्की फुल्की सी वो हो रही है, लैग लैग सा लग रहा है मेरे को, स्ट्रीम पर हल्का सा लैग है। ठीक है, आ जाओ वापस आ जाओ।
Here's what I need you to do. Go into town and find evidence of the Tenryo Commission's betrayal. It would not be appropriate for me to be seen there myself. You make it sound so simple, but... Oh, I thought you would have figured it out by now. All right then. I'll indulge you with a little more information.
ठीक है,
For a complete outsider, probing the inner workings of the Tenryo Commission is nigh on impossible. But since the three commissions work together to serve the Shogun, they have a close relationship. Someone from one of the other commissions might have an easier job of figuring out what they're up to.
समझ गया। याशिरो कमीशन।
Now you're following me? The Shogun's army haven't given up on their search for you yet. But with the help of this Shiumatsuban ninja, I'm sure you'll be able to rendezvous with your friends. Don't forget, we're on a tight schedule.
तायू हमारी हेल्प करेगी।
Be sure to bring back the evidence in good time.
लेट्स गो, गो टू कोमोरी टी हाउस। हाँ ये तो वही जगह है ना जहाँ पे थोमा और आगा के साथ हम लोग मिले थे। ऐसे जो भी नहीं आ रहा है स्ट्रीम पे लाइक कर देना, लाइक कर देना गाइस, लाइक कर देना। चलो आ जाओ।
Off we go. Need a surfboard?
एंटर कोमोरी टी हाउस। जिस दिन अपन फुल करेंगे ना किसी कैरेक्टर के लिए उस दिन ये करेंगे, क्या कहते हैं वो क्या कहते हैं, हॉरिजॉन्टल लाइव स्ट्रीम। उस दिन हॉरिजॉन्टल लाइव स्ट्रीम करेंगे, उससे बात करना है। Oma ji is back.
What brings you here?
Oma is back.
Did you meet with the resistance? How's the battle going? Is it safe for me to come out yet?
Not just yet. We saw people patrolling on our way here.
So, it's still not over. I guess you came here because you have something to discuss? I'll get someone to call for Miss Kamisato. Bear with me for 1 second.
ठीक है भाई।
I see. You have been through a lot since we last met. I understand. You need evidence of the Tenryou Commission's betrayal. Let me think. Now that you mention it, there is one thing that has always concerned me. The Shogun's army has been at war with the resistance for a long time now, but not once has the Shogun ever inquired about it. I used to think that she simply didn't care, but looking at it now, perhaps the problem all along has been with the Tenryou Commission's reports to the Shogun. What do you mean? The Tenryou Commission presides over domestic military affairs. If they ever had any intention of concealing information in their reports, we would have no way of knowing. Meanwhile, the Shogun would incorrectly conclude that the Vision Hunt decree poses no threat and would stick to her decision. If we had access to their reports...
But as I recall, the only person authorized to access that kind of official documentation is Kujo Takayuki. It's heavily guarded too. Even with Sayu's help, swiping a document from under their noses is no easy task.
If only there was a way we could distract the guards just for long enough.
A distraction you say.
It's fireworks!
That's a very Toma-sounding suggestion, but it's a reasonable one. The statue of the omnipresent god is right by the Tenryou Commission. While they were preoccupied with that, Sayu could infiltrate the Tenryou Commission and take the report, as well as any other evidence she might
सायू
find.
खेलने को मिलेगी क्या इसमें?
Right. It feels like I'm getting closer and closer to being a free man again.
ऐसे 2 सब्सक्राइबर्स चाहिए हमें 1.25 के करने के लिए, तो अगर कोई भी नया स्ट्रीम पे आ रहा है सब्सक्राइब कर देना गाइस। सिर्फ 2 लाइक चाहिए हमें 1.25 के करने के लिए। फिर से खाने के लिए बैठा दिया इसने।
Well, it certainly felt like it to me. I've been looking forward to seeing you again every day since I got here. This tea house used to be my favorite hiding place, but now I've honestly lost track of how long it's been since I last set foot outside of here. Oh man, I want to go to the hot springs so badly.
Poor Toma. Let's focus on the issue at hand. The sooner the Vision Hunt decree is abolished, the sooner Toma will be free. This was a reunion of sorts, but there's no time to catch up. We'll celebrate properly when it's all over.
Ooh, let's play the hot pot game again.
You're still thinking about that? The Tenryou Commission is heavily guarded. Be careful when you get near. Let's meet back here afterwards. Alright, first let's go to Hanamizaka to find Yoimiya.
Let's go. आ जाओ। अगली जगह पे चलते हैं। Go and enter go and enlist Yoimiya's help. योइमिया से हेल्प लेना है। खुद भी कुछ कर ले यार। योइमिया से हेल्प, इससे हेल्प, इससे हेल्प, खुद भी तो कुछ करो। गेम का स्क्रीन थोड़ा टेढ़ा आ रहा है क्या? मुझे देख के लग रहा है कि गेम का स्क्रीन थोड़ा सॉरी ये नहीं, विंडो गेम का जो स्क्रीन है वो थोड़ा सा टेढ़ा लग रहा है मुझे देख के। अभी कुछ इस तरह का है ये। एक सेकंड केस कर दूं सही से। अब सही आ रहा है? क्लियर आ रहा है क्या अब इसमें? अब सही दिख रहा है मेरे हिसाब से तो। अब इसको अच्छा योइमिया के पास चलते हैं। योइमिया किधर है, किधर है? ये रही। गाइस जो भी नया स्ट्रीम पे लाइक कर देना। भाई माउस कहाँ अटक गया मेरा, ये रही। लेट्स गो।
We need an extra large firework. The super duper
चैट स्टक तो नहीं हो गया मेरा? एक सेकंड में चेक कर लूँ। पिछले दिन ना स्ट्रीम करते करते चैट स्टक हो गया था।
As it happens, I made this really souped up one just a couple days ago. But it's so powerful that I haven't found anywhere I can test it out yet. Huh, may as well give it to you. Let me know how it turns out. Don't forget, move well away from it after you light the fuse, and try to avoid burning your clothes.
पता है भाई, पटाखे फोड़ना तो आता ही है।
Best that you cover your ears. Why does Paimon feel so nervous all of a sudden? Don't worry, it's just a firework. Come on, what's the worst that could happen? We'll give it a try. Thanks, Yaimi.
चलो इससे अभी मिल गया हमें परमिशन। अब कहाँ जाना है? वेट फॉर मिडनाइट। फॉर मिडनाइट वर्टिकल स्ट्रीम ज़्यादा अच्छी रहती है हॉरिजॉन्टल? मेरे हिसाब से हॉरिजॉन्टल स्ट्रीम ज़्यादा बढ़िया रहती है। बट लाइक नॉर्मल दिन के लिए ये स्ट्रीम सही है। गो टू द डेजिग्नेटेड लोकेशन। किधर है? कितने दूर जाना पड़ेगा? तेरा हमें छुपन छुपाई का खेल खेलना है। अब शुरू होता है हमारा छुपन छुपाई का खेल।
You! The warrant is for your arrest! Freeze!
Oh no, run!
भाग में भाग। क्या हुआ है?
You! The warrant is for your arrest! Freeze!
Oh no, run!
इधर से नहीं जा सकते। ओ छुप छुप के आना पड़ेगा ना। भी पागल हूँ, देखो कहाँ से जा रहे हैं। कहाँ से है तो रास्ता? इधर से जाते हैं। खड़ा तो नहीं है? दिख तो नहीं रहा कोई। इधर एक आदमी है, तो जाना इधर है। पीछे से रास्ता था, मैं उनके मुंह के सामने से मैं जा रहा हूँ।
Pretty much how I thought. There are loads and loads of people. If one of them spots, we need to get rid of them, or I won't be able to sneak inside. After I get the document, let's meet back at Komari Tea House, okay? Also, if I do get caught, please come rescue me. Is this really a good idea?
आयु का वॉइस कितना क्यूट है यार।
Anyway, let's make our way to the statue. Careful does it. Watch out for guards.
Don't get caught. पकड़े तो हम बिल्कुल नहीं जाने वाले। कितना दूर जाना है? यूनियन लेके जाते हैं ना, आसानी होगी ये चढ़ने वढ़ना हो। क्या करना है? ओ अबे ये क्या था? उड़ के जाना था क्या? भाई ये तो गलत बात है यार, पहले नहीं बताते तुम। उड़ के जाना है, ट्रैवलर लेके ही करना है ये सब। ये तो भाई ये तो फील्ड हो जाएगा, फिर मैं चढ़ ही नहीं पा रहा यहाँ से, बताओ। अरे भाई ओए उड़। लो यार चोक हो गया। वापस से रीस्टार्ट। किसी ने कुछ नहीं देखा। ओके तो जाना। ओए अरे पकड़ लिया। जाना किस तरफ से यार? कोई ऐसे इनकी टेक्निक नहीं है। ओके ओए भाई भगना किधर से है? यहाँ से ना?
You! The
नहीं
warrant is for your arrest! Freeze!
भाई, फिर पकड़ लिया यार। आ रहा हूँ मैं इसमें, बहुत गंदा।
What kind of firework is this? By the look of it, Paimon's ears are gonna get blown off.
कर तो गए।
Oh, Yoimiya, you are officially nuts. Uh-oh, they're all coming this way. Quick, run!
अब किधर जाने का है अपने को? घुस 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 घुस, लेट्स गो। ये क्या हुआ? टक हो गया था भाई, स्क्रीन में बोला क्या हो गया। ये पहुंच गया मैं यहाँ पे। टॉक टू कामिसा तो आया का। हमें इतना कुछ काम दे रखा है इन्होंने, और खुद देख लो यार, खुद देख लो है ना, बस।
Well done. Let's wait for news from Sayu.
अब बस सायू वहाँ पे फंस ना गई हो। अगर सायू फंस गई तो भाई फिर सीन हो जाएगा।
I know exercise helps you grow, but this was a little too much exercise.
ये तो छोटी ही रह गई, इसका क्या
I'm so
एक्सरसाइज।
dizzy. Everyone is spinning.
Oh.
No, I can't sleep yet. There was something important I was supposed to do first. Oh, right, yeah, I got it. I didn't know how to find a document you guys were talking about, so I just swiped a whole bunch of stuff that looks suspicious.
ये
Here you go. I'm going to sleep now.
सायू को जो मिला वो सब उठा के ले आई।
My lady, what are we looking at?
This sealed envelope must be an official report that the Tenryou Commission is preparing to present to the Shogun. In addition, we have correspondence with the Fatui. It seems that Gujiyaya was right. They have been fomenting unrest behind the scenes. This should be ample evidence. Please take them to Gujiyaya. I trust she will have a plan for the next step.
एक सेकंड बस।
I will also gather some people to try and root out the rest of the Fatui and Inazuma.
Still, mind yourself when you face the Shogun. I still get goosebumps just thinking about her drawing that blade.
Again, we'll just have to trust Gujiyai. She is close to the Shogun, so maybe she will have a way.
हो सकता है।
If Paimon remembers correctly, it should be time for a meeting with Yaimiko soon. Let's pack up our things and get ready to head to the Grand Narukami Shrine.
ग्रैंड नारुकामी श्राइन के पास हमें जाना है। ब्लाइंड लॉयल्टी, कौन सी तरफ जाना है इसके लिए? इस पे जाना। चलो अच्छा हुआ मैंने वहाँ पे तो टेलीपोर्ट उस टाइम पे खोल लिया था, वरना भी मेरे को इतना चल के आना पड़ता है इतना ज़्यादा। जो भी नहीं आ रहा है स्ट्रीम पे, लाइक एंड सब्सक्राइब कर देना। आज हम लोग कर रहे हैं इनाजुमा कार कॉन्क्वेस्ट।
Lady Guji, here I am, as promised. Rest assured I came here alone and told no one about this trip.
I knew you would keep your promise after all. I'm sure you've barely been able to take your mind off it these past few days. Have you managed to get any sleep at all?
You're quite mistaken. I would never doubt the leaders of my clan. So, where is your proof?
Ah, how wonderful. Everyone's keeping their promises today.
Oh, you wouldn't believe what we had to go through to get our hands on this stuff.
सही
Hand them
बात
to
है भाई,
Sayu.
बहुत
She can
मुश्किल हुआ।
examine them for herself.
What is this? I see this document bears the official seal of the head of the Kujo clan, and it doesn't look like a forgery. I don't understand. Not a single word about the resistance, Sangonomiya, or the situation on the front line. What about the soldiers who gave their lives on the front line, or the hardship endured by the people? Do they deserve no mention? Utter disregard for human life. Why would they want to hide it?
For the sake of the Vision Hunt decree, of course. Don't you think the Shogun might reconsider her policy if all of the things you just mentioned appeared in this report?
So, the Tenryou Commission, they are deliberately deceiving the Shogun?
Yes. Now, who else do you think might be benefiting from the Vision Hunt decree?
This is a letter from the Tenryou Commission to the Fatui. The head of the Kujo clan kept this a secret from the Shogun too.
Well, the things you wanted to see but also wished not to see are here before you. Surely, you aren't planning to turn a blind eye to them?
So everything I've ever held on to, it's all... How could they? Ugh! This betrayal is unforgivable! Takayuki, you've got some explaining to do!
Kujo-san seems pretty angry, huh? Looks like our Tenryou rebellion is successfully underway. Yep. Let's catch up with her.
Hold on, Traveler. There's something else we need to discuss.
Huh?
Last time you entered the plane of Euthymia, it was in front of the statue of the omnipresent god, correct? You must find a way to recreate the circumstances of that day. If you can get the Raiden Shogun to open her heart to you once more before the statue of the omnipresent god, you will have the opportunity you need. Take this with you as a farewell gift.
What is it?
The Omamori from the Grand Narukami Shrine are very potent indeed. I thought I'd put one aside for you. If you find yourself at your wit's end, take it out and see what happens. Or if you ever think about me during your journey, take it out, won't you? Who knows? Maybe I'll just end up appearing right in front of you.
Cut it out, Fox Lady. This isn't the time or place to be poking fun at the Traveler.
I'm sorry. Well then, time for you to face my hopeless fool of a friend. I'm counting on you.
अब किस तरफ जाना है? कितना दूर जाना है? मेन बात तो वो है. ओके, इधर जाना है. बस आ जाओ. कुजो सारा से मिल गए हम लोग वापस.
You followed me here? You've got guts, I'll give you that.
एक मिनट है गाइस, एक मिनट रुकना बस. एक मिनट रुको, आई विल बी बैक जस्ट इन अ मिनट. एक चीज बस मैं फिक्स करके आया. एक मिनट बस टाइम दो मेरे को, तो मैं फिक्स करके आता हूँ. किधर गया? एक मिनट बस, एक मिनट रुको. चलो अब सही है. We can just get back to our game screen. गेम दिख रहा है सबको? ओके, आ जाओ. Let's continue.
Since you are a witness, I suppose I can shield you from arrest. At least until I...
Master's orders. Halt.
Let's go. अच्छा, वापस से फाइट होने वाला है. There will be fights. Team standing by. ये क्या चीज़ है? ओके, अच्छा. इस तरह से भी हम टीम बना सकते हैं। समझ गया, इस तरह से भी एक्स्ट्रा सपोर्टिंग टीम्स हम लोग बना सकते हैं।
Apologies, ma'am. Orders from the top. No one is allowed to enter.
ओ सॉरी
Out of my way! I need to speak to him. I won't tell you twice.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
Bring it! Hear the echoes of the valley!
बार बार फाइट करवाओ यार, बस हर बार तुम लोग फाइट करवा देते हो। कूजो सारा। डैमेज क्या दे रही है भाई ये। जिन्होंने कैरी करती है भाई, अपने हील से बस कैरी कर देती है अकेले। ये क्या हो गया?
You cannot match my bravery.
Get them! Eat this!
Bring it!
I've lost. Brace yourself.
ये कौन आ गया
Echoes of the valley!
भाई? ये कौन है?
Storm the front!
Climb waves!
यार इतना कम देर तक अल्ट चला इसका, कूजो सारा का। डैमेज तो आ रहा है।
Letting brave names
Show me
echo!
what you've got.
आ गया।
Strike! Let's get it on!
A word. Don't hold back.
अबे इसके लोग आ गए और
Flash!
ये तो गलत बात है। अरे कहाँ फंस रही है डेहा, बाहर निकल। इसका अल्टीमेट चाहिए था यार,
Watch your step.
अल्टीमेट नहीं है तो प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है इस वजह से। खत्म। टॉक टू कूजो टाकायुशी, यही नाम है ना? टाकायुकी, सॉरी
Have you
टाकायुकी।
gone insane? How dare you disregard my orders?
Master,
Go on, ask him! Don't let him intimidate you!
Master Takayuki, I've seen the report to the throne and the letter to the Fatui. Please, tell me why.
So this is how my documents went missing from headquarters. You stole them.
Should I take your words to mean that these documents were not forgeries? They were really penned by your own hand. Please tell me, Master. I need to know.
Yes, I have dealings with the Fatui, and yes, the report you saw was penned by my hand.
He just came right out and admitted it!
The diplomats from Snezhnaya promised a very generous reward indeed. And all they requested of me in return was to see that the Vision Hunt decrees upheld. For too long, the Kujo clan's position has been coveted by so many. There is no shortage of clans who would tear us down at the first opportunity. So, when the chance arose to gain the backing of another powerful nation and crack down on our enemies at the same, it appeared to me to be an excellent deal. I simply saw no need to inform you, Sarah.
But you worship the Shogun. How can you betray her after all this time and act like it's nothing?
Betrayal? How can you call this a betrayal? The Fatui may think they are using me, but the reverse is true. What could they possibly hope to achieve? When the lightning strikes in Inazuma, they shall fall to their knees and tremble, paralyzed by fear and trepidation. After all, none can contend with the supreme power of the almighty Raiden Shogun and the Muso no Hitotachi.
Yeah, he doesn't worship the Raiden Shogun herself, but her power as a warrior, especially the Muso no Hitotachi. In fact, he seems to be way too into it.
But Master, what about loyalty? Ever since I was adopted by the Kujo clan, you taught me the importance of loyalty from servants to their superiors. But it's clear to me now that you wanted my loyalties to stop with the Kujo clan. So you were scared that I would betray you one day? You hypocrite! Preaching about virtue just to mask your own wretched selfishness!
Selfishness? I am but safeguarding the eternity of the Kujo clan. I'm quite sure the almighty Shogun would be sympathetic to that. As would the former head of our clan.
Hate to say it, but his ego is getting in the way. If he thinks the Kujo clan is a match for the Fatui, Paimon thinks he's in for a nasty...
I've doubted the Vision Hunt decree in the past. I asked myself, is this truly the correct thing to do? Even though it goes against... But I chose to obey the Shogun. For as long as she leads the way, who among us is qualified to judge between right and wrong when we have not yet reached the end of the path? But now I realize that the path of eternity is one without end, while this path, it has long since been defiled by your selfish ways. So I'm going to tell the Shogun the truth about all this. If nothing else, my conscience will be clear.
Stubborn and futile. Report to the Shogun if you so wish. The Kujo clan's position is now... The Shogun is at Tenshukaku receiving a Snezhnayan diplomat. A harbinger by the name of Signora.
Oh, Signora.
Behind all this?
Signora की एंट्री होगी अब.
Way back in Rito, Lady Hiragi said something about the Kanjo Commissioner meeting with an arrogant-sounding woman. We should have known.
सही बात है.
A diplomat from Snezhnaya? Well, if she thinks she's leaving Inazuma in one piece, she's got another thing coming.
Sara stormed off! Do you think she's gonna go... You can say that again! Alright then, let's do...
चलो, let's go. क्या है भाई? कलेक्ट ही कर लेते हैं ना इसको. क्या पता बाद में जाके ना मिले. पता नहीं भाई. अच्छा ये डोमेन था क्या? डोमेन था डोमेन. व्हाट? फिर वापस घुसने मिलता है क्या? इसलिए मैंने वो चेस्ट कलेक्ट ही कर लिया. हमें जाना है उस साइड.
Need a surfboard?
फिर जाना कैसे है मगर इस साइड से? यहाँ से तो कोई रास्ता ही नहीं है. चढ़ सकता हूँ क्या मैं ऊपर इसका स्किल मार के? बिल्कुल, क्यों नहीं चढ़ सकता मैं, ये बोलो. ज़िलोनेन का स्किल इतना हेल्पफुल होगा मैंने सोचा नहीं था भाई. इतनी जगहों पे हेल्प हो रहा है इसके स्किल की वजह से. ओ नारुकामी आइलैंड, टेंशुकाकू, ये भी. अरे भाई ये भी डोमेन है. इधर भी लड़ाई करवाओगे तुम? जब तक हमारे पास ज़िलोनेन है हम जिंदा है. सीधी बात भाई, जब तक ज़िलोनेन है तब तक हम लोग जिंदा है. हील मिलता रहेगा. एंड ऑफ कोर्स वो मुलानी भी होनी चाहिए जिंदा. टॉक टू सिन्योरा. कहाँ पे है सिन्योरा? वो रही.
The way people charge in here as they please. So uncivilized. If I didn't know this was Tenshukaku, I might have mistaken it for some kind of street market. Have you learned your lesson now?
Oh no! What has she done to Kujo-Sara?
The right to punish Inazumans for their crimes is mine alone. Not yours, Signora. Then I apologize, Almighty Shogun. I know, you can't get me
जो
out
सारा को
of
क्या
your
किया भाई,
mind.
मार दिया क्या उसको?
But you really don't need to call my name all the time. Don't go thinking I'm surprised to see you here. I'm well aware that you hate me, with the way you follow me around like a dark shadow. Ah, so you came to expose my crimes in front of the Shogun? I'm just a Snezhnayan diplomat. I'm afraid I have no idea what you're talking about.
She doesn't take us seriously at all.
Stop talking about people and things that I care nothing about. They were nobodies to begin with, and their names will be forgotten. But now, at least, they get to be building blocks in the grand revolution to realize eternity. Is that not the greatest honor they could hope for? In their tiny little lives? Almighty Shogun, do correct me if I'm wrong. That's ancient
गलती का नोटिस ले
history.
लिया था उसने.
You certainly love to hold a grudge. The Tsaritsa's dream is the noblest and purest thing in all the world. These other mundane details you insist on mentioning, they're just necessary sacrifices. That's all. You stop me? For what it's worth, I've grown tired of seeing you around as well. But I didn't have you down as someone quite so foolhardy. Before you go saying something you can't take back, remember that you're Inazuma's most wanted criminal. I suggest you consider your circumstances very carefully. Charging into Tenshukaku uninvited and lecturing me in front of the Shogun wasn't the brightest move. Don't you think it's time? So you've learned to
भाई बस
make
मेरे को
the
ट्रैवलर से
wrong
लड़ने मत
around
देना, मेरे को
right?
मुलानी, ज़ीरोने, ये सब जो मेरा मेन टीम है ये दे दो भाई.
I'll admit that I
फोड़ के
never
रख देंगे सिनियोरा
expected
को,
to be in
मज़ा
a
आ जाएगा भाई.
situation where the two of
लेट्स
us
गो.
fought
सिनियोरा के साथ फाइट का
willfully.
मौका मिला फाइनली. बहुत
You
दिनों से मैं चाहता
are
था इसको
aware
हराना,
that the
मतलब
loser
खत्म
must
करना जो भी है.
die. Are
प्लीज
you
ट्रैवलर से
sure
मत
this
लड़ने
is
बोल
what
देना
you
भाई.
want?
Traveler?
Then I will deign to share this last dance with you. Till death do us part.
ओके.
A lesson on harbinger power and elegance? As you wish.
ये तो जमा रही है. ओ माय गॉड, क्या डैमेज दिया बे. जल्दी खत्म कर इसको. ओए भाई तो डैमेज दे रही है उससे.
Tsaritsa's benevolence has no place for transgressors.
Playtime. Letting crazy
हील हील हील, ज़ीरोने हील.
You've got some nerve laying your hands on me.
ये
Harbinger
क्या है?
power has become burdensome. I will manifest my destiny
ये
anew.
क्या चीज़ है?
Await my emergence and tremble, traveler.
इनको तोड़ना है क्या?
Reason to be afraid.
क्या डैमेज दे रही है यार.
Off we go.
भाई मेरे कैरेक्टर्स को मार दिया इसने. भाई मार मत. भाई तोड़ जल्दी, तोड़ जल्दी, टाइम नहीं है भाई. क्या करना है? इसको उठाना है. ओके वापस उठाना है. हील करना पड़ेगा मैं मेरे को मेरे कैरेक्टर्स को. सीरियसली आने के लिए कुछ है क्या मेरे पास? 10% देता है. अरे वो चीज कहाँ पे है?
Tsaritsa's benevolence has no place for transgressors.
जिन्होंने अभी मजाक का वक्त नहीं है, प्लीज।
The pale flame smolders.
तो शील्ड तोड़ो बे जल्दी से, बर्फ बन के घूम रही है। लेट्स गो, शील्ड खत्म। अब क्या होगा? कटसीन है क्या? यप, कटसीन है। ओके हाँ, ये तो अल्टीमेट स्टेट में आ गए। अब इसको कैसे मारना है?
Pale flame.
मार मत मार मत मार मत। मुझे बस हील चाहिए थोड़ा बहुत, फिर मैं कट लूंगा भाई। भाई डैमेज भी नहीं आ रहा। कहाँ गई? ओए मेरा मूव वेस्ट करवा दिया। भाई ये भी तोड़ने पड़ेंगे क्या? कितने स्टेजेस हैं यार इसके? नहीं 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 नहीं, 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 नहीं। एक टूटा। लेट्स हिट हर अगेन। वापस मारेंगे। पता नहीं झाड़ू वाड़ू लेके क्या किससे मार रही है भाई। डैमेज बहुत भयंकर आ रहा है मगर जिससे भी मार रही है। Zilonen, do it fast, जल्दी। ओए भाई कैरेक्टर्स के एचपी ज्यादा हैं इसीलिए मैं बच रहा हूँ लिटरली। तो आ गई। ये क्या है? ये क्या सीन है भाई? क्या करना है इधर? आ गई वापस आ गई। भाई इस पे डैमेज भी इतना कम आ रहा है ना, मैं क्या बताऊं। सीरियसली मजाक नहीं कर रहा हूँ। अब खत्म हो जाएगी शायद, अब मर जाएगी। लेट्स गो, खत्म। सिनियोरा खत्म।
So strong, but how?
अब क्या होगा भाई? ये क्या हो रहा है? अब क्या राइडन से लड़ने बोलोगे क्या भाई? नहीं, राइडन से तुम क्या?
I am a Snezhnayan diplomat. You know what happens if you lay a finger on me. I swear, if you strike me, I will make sure.
क्या हो रहा है भाई? राइडन उसको मार देगी क्या?
We will make sure that your precious Inazuma. Stop! I order you, and you, filthy rats, all of you.
भाई भाई साहब, सिनियोरा को मार ही दिया।
You are the enemy of eternity. But as the victor, I acknowledge your honor. Therefore, I shall allow you to leave Tenshukaku alive.
ओके, राइडन ने हमें जिंदा तो छोड़ दिया, बट सिनियोरा को मार ही दिया भाई। सीरियसली सिनियोरा को मार ही दिया। भाई मेरे पास कंट्रोल्स नहीं, ऑटोमेटिक चल रहा है ये।
Shogun's almightiness.
100 मीटर क्या भी है, चलते चलते ऐसे जाएगा क्या? सिन्योरा इन इज स्लेन। भाई सिन्योरा मर गई, सिन्योरा खत्म।
One strike from the Shogun and now Signora's gone. She got what she deserved, but Paimon still can't help but feel upset.
भाई
Why are they doing it?
What?
Why are the Harbingers collecting all the no-seeds? Huh? Traveler, you got a headache?
ये क्या है?
Chin up. Let's get out of this place. Paimon feels
पता नहीं क्या हो रहा था।
settled.
Samuso no Hitotachi.
Also, when the Shogun executed Signora with the Muso no Hitotachi, it was unbelievably powerful. It seems impossible to defend against. And if so, we've got no hope whatsoever of defeating her in combat.
Yaimiko's plan.
So, to recap, Yaimiko wants us to go back inside the plane of Euthymia by the statue of the omnipresent god. Oh, but we'll be like lambs to the slaughter, won't we?
बलि का बकरा बनेंगे सीरियसली।
Put this plan on hold for a while. There's the sound of electro zapping in the air. Why
फिर?
can barely breathe?
फिर से क्या हुआ भाई?
Traveler, are you okay? You're so silent.
वैसे पाइमोन है कहाँ पे भाई? स्क्रीन में मुझे तो नहीं दिख रही, मुझे तो बस मेरा पेट दिख रहा है।
Sounds like there's a lot of noise coming from outside Tenshikaku. Has a fight broken out or something? Oh, the guards seem really nervous. Well, let's go see what the situation is, shall we?
ये भाई काजुआ क्या कर रहा है यहाँ पे? गोरो और काजुआ। ओए ओए भाई
There will always be those who dare to brave the lightning's glow.
ओके, काजुआ का एक्स्ट्रा जो विजन था क्रूक्स क्लैश में जो वो हमें देने वाला था वो एक्टिवेट हो गया। इलेक्ट्रो मिल गया उसे वहाँ पे, इलेक्ट्रो एलिमेंट। ओ भाई, राइडन काजुआ के साथ लड़ रहा है। सॉरी, क्या बोल रहा हूँ, काजुआ राइडन के साथ लड़ रहा है। सॉरी सॉरी गाइस, स्टोरी देखते देखते थोड़ा सा बहक गए थे हम। बट क्या बनाया है भाई कट सीन ये। इसको मजा आ गया, बे मजा आ गया। वापस से हम उसी जगह पे पहुंच गए क्या? वापस से फाइट करना है? डोंट टेल मी मुझे वापस से फाइट करना है राइडन के साथ। नहीं नहीं करना भाई मुझे राइडन के साथ फाइट वापस।
So we meet again.
भाई कैसे मारूं इसको? पिछली बार ही हालत खराब हो गया था यार। मजाक कर रहे हो क्या भाई?
Indulge my curiosity. What is the reason that I find you standing here before me once again? Do you hope your foolhardiness will shelter those people? Or was it simply a means of seeking an Oh? Surely you didn't rouse me from my state of eternal meditation only to tell me this. If so, then you underestimate me. I am quite well informed about the Vision Hunt decree. Not so. Only everything that pertains to eternity. The Vision Hunt decree has my tacit approval. The Fatui's actions thus far do not constitute a threat to eternity. Otherwise, they would have been purged long ago. Individual ambition is inherently incompatible with eternity. What you might not realize is that all too often, people have far more to lose by chasing their dreams. Consider this. No one will lose their life on account of having their
एक
vision
सेकंड गाइस,
taken
बस
away.
मैं 1 सेकंड में आया। ओके, कहीं जाना मत, आया मैं 1 मिनट में। ओके, आई एम बैक अगेन। लेट्स गो, आ गया मैं। कंटिन्यू करते हैं, आ जाओ।
Rather, those who have lost their lives are the ones who insisted on pursuing their own aspirations, are they not? Traveler, your existence is unique in my eyes. There seems to be limitless uncertainty in you. To put it another way, you are the furthest thing from eternity. So, I won't insist that you comprehend the meaning of my actions. What matters is that I tread the path of eternity on my people's behalf. That's right. Huh. I'm surprised you understand it so well. Anyway, you're looking for a chance to shake my will, aren't you? So be it. Well then, you who would defy eternity, time for you to enlighten me.
क्या अब लड़ाई होगी?
Do you wish to
बस
become the
यही
enemy of
तो
eternity,
है भाई।
traveler?
डिफीट द इलेक्ट्रो आर्कॉन। पता ही था ऐसा कुछ करवाएंगे ये लोग। I was damn sure about it. ओके, इस बार एटलीस्ट डैमेज आ रहा है, बस इसका ये बहुत ज़्यादा है यार। ओए, आराम से आराम से आराम से आराम से आराम से भाई, मरना नहीं है। जिलोनेन, आराम से जिंदा रहो। तो तोड़ना है, तो उनको तोड़ते रहना है भाई। शांगलिंग का जो एचपी गया है 1 सेकंड में, सीरियसली। शांगलिंग का कितना एचपी गया अभी 1 मिनट में? भाई इंटरप्शन हो रहा है, मारने ही नहीं दे रही वो। डिया मर गई। व्हाट? भाई डिया को कब मारा? ऐसा कुछ नहीं है क्या? इसको भी हम बस डॉज करते रहेंगे, कंटिन्यू होता जाएगा। भाई कितना डैमेज है बे इसका। इसको हराना मतलब इट इज रियली रियली टफ टू बी ऑनेस्ट। जिलोनेन का अल्ट तक नहीं आ रहा, इसका इतना मूवमेंट स्पीड है भाई। I'm genuinely terrified। भाई बी काम नहीं कर रहा। ओके, काम कर रहा है काम। आई हैव दिस सूप, एक या इसको पिला देते हैं, 2 सूप्स पिला देते हैं, पेट पिला देते हैं। ओके, लोगों को हील हो जाने दो यार, थोड़ा थोड़ा करके, थोड़ा थोड़ा, ज़्यादा नहीं भाई, ज़्यादा नहीं बोल रहा भाई मैं हील करने, थोड़ा बोल रहा हूँ। आराम से हील होने दो, हील होने दो, लड़ेंगे अपन वापस, डोंट वरी। ओए
Need a surfboard? Watch the surfboard.
भाई मार नहीं सकता इसको। ओए मेरे अटैक्स क्यों रोक दिए?
This ends now.
भाई मेरे अटैक्स रोक दिए। कैसे मारूं इसको?
Need a surfboard?
भाई मुलानी गई, मुलानी गई, मुलानी गई, मुलानी गई। भाई मेरे तो अटैक्स को ही रोक दिया। ओके ओके, कुछ तो हुआ, कुछ तो हुआ। कटसीन आया, कटसीन आया। ओह थैंक यू भाई गेम वालों, थैंक यू सो मच। एटलीस्ट बचाया। ये क्या था भाई?
Dear me, aren't you cutting it rather close? Hmm?
याइमी को कैसे आ गई बे यहाँ पे?
This was your doing?
Now. Don't forget who taught you how to place your consciousness in objects. Surely you don't think your ambition alone is enough to shake A's will, do you? Though you alone are here, they too have ambitions, which they long since entrusted to you.
अब क्या होगा भाई?
Now then, close your eyes.
I hope we can abolish the Vision Hunt Decree.
क्या हमें अभी भी लड़ना है? मतलब हमें लड़ते ही रहना है, कुछ भी हो जाए। भाई गेम वाले क्या भाई, एक बार तुम बचाते हो फिर तुम ये कर देते हो। लेकिन अब अंधेरा थोड़ा कम हुआ है मेरे हिसाब से, वो लग रहा है। किधर गई, किधर गई? आया, अब डैमेज आ रहा है गाइस, अब डैमेज आ रहा है। भाई शांगलिंग तो खत्म। ओके हमारे पास वो डैमेज के बफ्स हैं। We have those buffs with us. Let's go. खत्म? नहीं खत्म। क्या भाई अभी तक खत्म नहीं हुई? तो राइडन शोगन भी खत्म।
You've lost, eh?
Yes, I have.
Why can you not trust your people and in the power of their ambitions? These ambitions have transcended space and time. They are something that no one can snuff out. Is this the lesson you learned from your journey in Liyue? There are nations where humans cast their god aside and stride forward. So are we to just abandon the notion of progress for the sake of wishful thinking?
You and I have both witnessed the great loss that progress can bring. Eternity. Eternity is the only way. When lightning flashes, it casts a shadow. My name means shadow. With my blade, I purged all obstacles to progress. And yet, something was lost with each step forward. In the end, I even lost her.
Okay.
The tales are still retold
Raiden
in the
की
shade
बहन
of
मर
every
चुकी है।
thunder sakura. But the wounds left on our nation by that terrible loss still ache. Never stop searching, even if only for a brief flash of light. If nothing else, we have the present moment. She said that once. But I've seen a nation stride forward and lose everything to the heavenly principles. Perhaps only if time stands still will the lightning's glow never fade. The present moment is a fragile illusion. Only eternity can bring us closer to the heavenly principles. I am no longer the shadow. Mine is the most supreme and noble form. Let power over the realm be vested within me. In this form shall I honor my subjects' dream, for a land of eternity, unchanging forevermore.
The heavenly principles. Irrelevant nonsense as far as I'm concerned. When all's said and done, all you really want is to protect your beloved Inazuma forever and ever. Isn't that right?
That would be something of an oversimplification.
But is this nation worth existing for eternity? Stripped of ambitions, stripped of the potential for change, it does nothing more than simply exist. It is a hollow shell of a nation. I wonder what loss would it really be to anyone if such a nation were destroyed?
Miko, retract your words. Never changing eternity is the promise I made to my people.
But what your people need from you is not your promises. They want your attention. Your divine gaze.
You mean visions? Humans have a lifespan of barely 100 years. They cannot afford to bear any extra losses. But I have experienced it all. That is why I have chosen to guide them along the correct path toward eternity.
But eternity is far too cruel a fate for you, eh?
For me?
Not only have you stopped paying attention to the world, but you have stopped paying attention to yourself. It must have been terribly lonely here, all alone, for centuries on end.
But it is necessary.
You will miss much by refusing progress. You seek to prevent loss, but have you considered all you are losing by remaining here in stasis for all eternity? You are obviously lonely, and yet for the sake of eternity, you choose to stretch your loneliness out to infinity. Tell me this. Why is the sky here that was once so dark glowing again? Why now? This is your plane of euthymia. It's your inner world. So it can only mean that you are happy to see me again. You have found the loneliness here unbearable for a long time now, haven't you?
I have nothing to say to that.
But I have so much to say to you. Let me tell you all that has happened over the last few centuries.
How long will that take?
As a Fox envoy, I have an excellent memory. I recall every detail of the last few centuries with perfect clarity. So it will probably take me another few centuries to relate it to you.
Miko, I never thought I would have the chance to meet with you like this again. Seeing you again is a change to eternity. And a very nice surprise.
Since
आईमान
you're
कहाँ पे है
willing to
भाई
admit
ये
that,
सबके बीच में
I suppose that means we
उड़
can
उड़ तो
still
नहीं
be
गई
friends?
What a childish conversation this is. Anyway, now that I have been defeated by you and your plan, I will honor your wish to abolish the Vision Hunt Decree. But, with regards to eternity, and the question of whether this nation should move forward, I need time to give it some thought.
You are the one who's been acting like a child from the very beginning. As promised, the Radeon Shogun abolished the Vision Hunt Decree. Finally, her people's wishes penetrated her locked heart. Beyond the plane of euthymia, she saw what eternity means in the eyes of the world. When one's fervent ambition burns brightly, the gods will cast their gaze upon you. Some ambitions have the power to heal wounds, to bring victory,
इनाजुमा वापस से पुराने तरीका हो गया
to
भाई.
inspire hope.
Let's go. इनाजुमा वापस पुराने दिनों की जैसा हो गया. विजन
But
एंड
some
डिग्री बंद हो गई.
ambitions
अब लोगों के विजन्स को एटलीस्ट लिया नहीं जाएगा उनसे.
outlive their masters long after the soul ascends.
कोकोमी.
They remain as they were in the beginning. Burning bright and true for all eternity.
ये कुछ बचा है क्या? एक सेकंड में लाइट जला लेता हूँ गाइस. अंधेरा हो रहा है.
Do in the Raiden Shogun's plane of euthymia anyway? Is the vision hunt decree abolished?
वो पाइमन ने वहाँ पे घुस नहीं पाई थी.
Oh, gotcha. Paimon was super worried, you know. So maybe the reason Yaimiko is looking for us now is because she wants to thank us. Let's go find her.
याइमिको किधर है अब? तो जाऊँ भाई इसके अंदर. वो इधर जाना है सर. मैं इसके अंदर घुसने का ट्राई कर रहा हूँ. हाँ जी याइमिको बताओ.
Why, hello, if it isn't the triumphant traveler. And why might you be visiting the shrine? A sign of piety, perhaps?
You literally told us to come meet you here.
I was just joking. I've been waiting for you.
Seems like someone's in a pretty good mood.
Mm-hmm. Catching up with an old friend I hadn't seen in years was truly delightful. By the way, I heard that you had a duel before the throne, with a Fatui Harbinger no less. Correct. Defeating Signora head-on in a duel means that your strength... Still, you did end up victorious. I gather...
गाइस जो भी नहीं आ रहा है लाइक कर देना स्ट्रीम को. लाइक कर देना गाइस.
Thwart a Fatui plan for once. They caused plenty of trouble along the way, but at the very least, they didn't get their hands on another Gnosis.
Wait a second. Did you say Gnosis? As in, the little thing that looks something like a chess piece?
Yep, that's the one. You've seen one too? Gnosis belong to the Seven. They're what keep them connected to Celestia.
Oh.
What's wrong?
I handed that over.
You did what now?
Well, how else was I supposed to save your skin from the Balladeer exactly? The Balladeer is number 6 of the Fatui Harbingers. In terms of strength, he is superior to Signora. I'm not the kind of person who risks life and limb for any old reason.
You did... for once, Paimon just does not know...
After A created her puppet vessel, she no longer had anywhere to put it. As her erstwhile closest friend, A handed it over to me. And I've kept it in the Grand Narukami Shrine ever since. She no longer needs the power of the Gnosis, and in any case, she tells me she has severed ties with Celestia. Thus, the Gnosis became not only useless, but also a potential source of conflict. Is that not a good bargain, exchanging it for the one at the core of the plan? Judging by the results, at least, I dare say I struck a good deal.
When you put it like that, Paimon has to agree. The Traveler is worth more than a Gnosis.
बात तो सही है. ट्रैवलर की जिंदगी बचाना ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है. एक सेकंड.
Well, what's done is done. And Paimon hardly thinks we'll be getting it back now. So anyway, you still haven't told us why you called us here.
It's to thank you.
Really?
You intend to travel all over Teyvat, and the time has come for the Inazuma leg of your trip to come to an end, has it not? As a mark of my gratitude, I will answer any questions you may have about the road ahead or the events of the past. What would you like to know about?
अच्छा, next
After
stop.
leaving Inazuma, I think it would be easiest for you to go to Sumeru.
Ooh, Sumeru! We've run into loads of scholars from there on our journey so far.
Yes, well, Sumeru is the land of the god of wisdom, where the quest for wisdom and knowledge is never ending. But their obsession gives rise to some truly inexplicable things. For example, in Sumeru, knowledge is holistically managed as a resource.
Knowledge is a resource?
Yes. I don't know whether it was the sages or Lesser Lord Kusanali who came up with the idea.
Lesser Lord Kusanali? That's a cute name.
Oh, you
Cute
haven't
name.
heard. Lesser Lord Kusanali is the deity in whom the people of Sumeru place their faith. It's their chosen term of endearment for her. I'm sure you must have some things to discuss with her too. I wish you all the best.
ये हमने पूछ लिया चला about my
Sorry,
sister.
I haven't a clue. I'm also unfamiliar with the god you describe. But if you still have doubts about A, I would say they are misplaced. Not only does she not fit your description, but she voluntarily gave up her gnosis long ago, severing her ties with Celeste. That's good to hear. Otherwise, given that I'm her familiar, it could have made our relationship rather awkward, don't you think?
Don't worry, we aren't looking to pick a fight with you.
ना ना भाई याइमिको के साथ
I
नहीं
wish you the
लड़ेंगे.
best of
हेल्प
luck.
किया उसने.
May you soon discover the truth behind it all. As for your sister's whereabouts, I will use all the resources at my disposal to investigate it. And I will also borrow some of Ayato's people from the Shiumatsuban. I'll let you know if I find out anything. Consider it part of my means of thanking you. Are you sure? Okay then. Oh, traveler. Do you still have the omamori I gave you? Keep it safe. Is that all you... There was me thinking that you might hang it around your neck to show off to the world, telling everyone who inquired that it was given to you by none other than Yae Miko, the wise and beautiful.
Who in their right mind would do that?
Okay, I'll stop. I see. But that is merely a small... Your ambition should be something that transcends the world below and the starry sky above. Something that Perhaps the reason you do not possess a vision is that such an ambition has yet to be engendered within you. Continue on your journey, and maybe that moment will come to pass.
Okay, ये वाला complete हो गया हमारा Archon quest. और है क्या? Okay, ये Act 4 है. इसके लिए हमें कैथरीन के पास जाना पड़ेगा ल्यू हार्बर में. चलो लेट्स गो, कैथरीन के पास चलते हैं. इनाजुमा का क्वेस्ट अपना खत्म हो गया इधर ही. ज़्यादा बड़ा नहीं था, बट इनाजुमा का क्वेस्ट इधर ही खत्म. बाकी का शायद से अब हम सुमेरु में जो जाएंगे उसका क्वेस्ट होगा. तो लेट्स ट्राई, अगर हम आज सुमेरु तक पहुंच पाए तो.
Traveler, right on cue.
Hey, Catherine! Got any new commissions for us today? Also, how come you look...
I went to the shrine to draw a fortune slip earlier. The shrine maiden told me that it is the season for an unexpected reunion.
Catherine? Drawing fortune slips at the shrine? Is it just Paimon or... Wait, no, that's not the unusual part. We're in Liyue. You went to Inazuma and back in a single day?
Even I have a private life, you know.
Okay, so when you say unexpected reunion, you mean running into us, right?
Who can say? But the anticipation of knowing that an unexpected reunion is due is making me happy to see everyone I cross paths with today.
Fair enough. Even though we see each other pretty much every day, whatever makes you happy. Wait, are you saying... Oh, Paimon gets That's it? Well, let's just hope the Shrine Maiden was right. Fingers crossed we find her.
I'm sorry. Did I say something I shouldn't have? You both seem a little down.
Oh, it's nothing. Anyway, back to business. Do you have a new commission you want to give to us?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I do. This one is from a miner. It seems to be related to investigating the chasm.
Really? Does this mean the chasm's not sealed off anymore?
I will leave the requester to fill you in on all the relevant details. His name is Yue Hui, and he should be at the chasm right now.
All right then. Thanks, Catherine. We'll head there right away.
Very well. Ad Astra Abyssosk. This time you are truly bound for the abyss. Good luck to you both.
Okay, 4th chapter, Requiem of the Echoing Depths. चलो चलते हैं फिर। किधर जाने का अपने को? किधर जाना है? चैज़म में जाना पड़ेगा। So let's go to chasm. Let's go in the chasm. पोल के हिसाब से यार सब न्यूविलेट के लिए पुल कर रहे हैं। जोंगली के लिए कोई पुल कर भी रहा है? ये गलत बात है यार। जोंगली इतने दिनों बाद आया, ऊपर से जोंगली का मतलब गलत टाइम पे तुम रीरन दे रहे हो। न्यूविलेट को साथ में डाल के गलती की है इन्होंने।
Ah, great. Good to meet you. Yes, I was the one who posted that commission. Wait a second. You look kind of familiar. Are you a famous adventurer or something? Oh, alright then. I'll start by introducing myself. I'm Yue Hui, a miner, and I received a mining permit for the chasm just recently. I have a handful of other guys in my crew.
Seriously? They actually give permits out for the chasm?
Yes, the folks over at Yujing Terrace finally came to their senses and are now allowing a limited amount of ore mining near the surface. We were among the first to gain approval, but some things have happened recently that put all the miners on edge.
Really? What happened? We haven't heard anything.
So, it's hard to say exactly how big of an issue it is. Could be something, could be nothing. The main thing is that it's just very strange. While one of the miners was on a break, he suddenly noticed a few hilly trolls walking his way. They seemed like they were in a daze or something. They walked right by him without giving him a single glance. They just made a beeline for the depths of the chasm. After that, the miner started observing his surroundings more closely and noticed the same thing happening time and time again.
Are the hilly trolls just curious? Maybe they just want to take a peek inside.
Not likely. The strange part is that in all the time this miner's been watching the hilly trolls, he's never seen any of them come back out. It seems to be a one-way trip. Once the hilly trolls go in, they never emerge again. And it seems to be happening more and more frequently as of late. What are these hilly trolls up to? What happens to them after they go inside? Is there a disaster brewing? These are the kinds of thoughts going through the guys' heads now. Everyone's driving themselves crazy worrying about it.
Paimon's not surprised. Paimon feels spooked just hearing about it.
Exactly. The deepest fear is the fear of the unknown, you know? So we have to get to the bottom of it before everyone can put their minds at rest.
Do we really want to take this commission? Thanks, Mr. Miner, sir. We need to consider it first.
एक सेकंड गाइस, बस एक सेकंड रुकना। आ जाओ, वापस से शुरू करते हैं।
Hey, you can at least pretend to consider Paimon's opinion first. Oh, so that's where you're coming from. Well, hope you'll really regret it if you don't go, huh?
So, what's your verdict? will you take the commission? No pressure, but I gotta say.
Yep, we'll take it. We're kinda...
Great. You're doing me an enormous service here. Now, let me give you...
ये अगली जगह पे चलते हैं। कहाँ जाना है? Enter the chasm underground mine. कहाँ पे जाना है हमें? गाइस जो भी नहीं आ रहा है स्ट्रीम पे लाइक कर देना। आज थोड़ा सा लगता है सुस्त है, थोड़ा सा लोग थोड़े से सुस्त हैं, बट स्टिल वी हैव टू कीप स्ट्रीमिंग। इट्स अ कट सीन।
It's a city? A whole city that's floating in the air? Upside down? Just look at this place. Doesn't it remind you of some... Wait, what was... Yes, that's it! It's just like that. Just as strange, just as upside... In which case, maybe whatever's going on in the chasm really is connected to the abyss. Oh, we gotta get to the bottom of... Oh?
Ian slept?
The feeling is mutual. I certainly hadn't expected to meet you here either.
Hi, Dane slept कहाँ से टपका?
Hey, Dane. Wait, but how did you suddenly end up here in the chasm?
The chasm? So we're in the depths of the chasm, are we? Interesting. This is what I understand how you must feel. Last time we met suddenly and parted hastily. Now our paths cross again. Fate, it seems, owes you an explanation. That much should be self-explanatory. I came upon the trail of another Abyss Herald recently and began pursuing it. Unfortunately, I got as far as cornering him before he resorted to the same trick that they all do. I was hot on his heels when I followed him through the portal, but as usual, it was to no avail. It took me to the wrong place. Correct. Based on my recent experiences, I can only conclude that the Abyss's portals are not simply pathways from point A to point B, but gateways to an entire network. Where they emerge on the other side is their choice. It can be anywhere within the network.
Sounds kinda similar to how teleport waypoints work.
In short, though I was right behind your twin last time when I entered that portal, the next moment that I realized where I was all alone, back in the ruins known as Storm Terror's lair.
Oh yeah, about that. Whatever happened to the Eye of the First Field Tiller?
It's in a safe place. You can be sure that I will learn the truth of the Loom of Fate operation sooner than it could ever fall into the Abyss Order's hands. Huh. So that title stuck in your memory. I by no means went out of my way to conceal it from you. It once stood for the glory of Kanria, but now it is but a cruel joke. My curse to bear. Twilight Sword was my title as captain of the Royal Guards when I witnessed the destruction of my entire homeland firsthand. I believe my reluctance to raise it in conversation is quite justified.
Sounds like your sister was right.
We were travel partners. We both partook in a painful journey of searching for our fate. But regrettably, we did not make it to the journey's end together. Before you continue questioning me, I ought to warn you. If my suspicions regarding the portal network are correct, then the fact that there is a portal leading here tells us that the Abyss Order has their eyes on this location.
You mean the Abyss Order is plotting something here? Actually, Paimon and the Traveler suspected that too.
I mean that it's highly likely that even as we speak, the Abyss Order is watching our every move.
Don't say that! You're giving Paimon goosebumps.
A wise choice. There appears to be light from a fire coming from near that rocky wall. Let's take a look.
ये प्रीवियस ट्रेल अभी तक अनलॉक नहीं हुआ है। ये कौन सा है? ओके, ये सुमेरु का क्वेस्ट है। फिर हमें ये करना पड़ेगा। तो करने के लिए क्या चाहिए देखने को पहले। चैप्टर 2 एक्ट 4, मतलब ये कंप्लीट करने पर हम इधर जा सकते हैं, ये हम स्किप कर सकते हैं। ओके, गॉट इट। एंड देन चलते हैं वहाँ पे।
There are signs of hilly churl activity here. Could these be the hilly churls the requester was talking about?
Requester? In fact, hold on. You still haven't told me what you're doing here. I doubt that most travelers would have any reason to venture down this way.
We took a commission from the Adventurers Guild to investigate the chasm. Apparently a whole load of hilly churls have been gathering here, and the requester wants to know why. And now it looks like we finally found our first clue.
Do you want the answer?
Huh? You mean you know something about this?
As it happens, I do. It's understandable that you did not perceive anything unusual. What makes this place so strange is that the environment here weakens the effect of the curse.
Curse? Oh, Paimon remembers. Last time you guys were saying that Kanria's people were cursed to immortality or something.
For centuries, I have suffered daily from the curse that was laid upon me. But here, I suddenly feel a small amount of relief from this suffering. And right here, right now, I can feel my body sending a strong message to me. It is telling me, stay.
So, this place weakens the curse? That's pretty incredible. But how?
That I shall need to investigate. But to the best of my knowledge, the Abyss Order does not have the technology to achieve this. Indeed. Do you know why Hilichurls wear masks? It's to hide their appearance, lest they catch sight of their reflection in a body of water. Compared to how they remember themselves, it is a terrible sight to behold. One that causes them great despair. The curse of immortality denies death to those afflicted with it. And yet, it does not truly mean that they will never die.
So, you mean there's a way to undo it?
No. I mean that the body and soul will continue to be eroded until they are virtually non-existent, even if death is not the form that this erosion takes. When the Hilichurls realize that the end is nigh for them, it seems their instinct is to seek out a calm and dark corner of the world in which to finally say goodbye to the centuries of suffering they have endured. And of all the places they could lay down to rest, one that can ease the effects of their curse would surely be their first choice.
Wow. That's so...
Conversation's over. Brace yourselves.
What is it?
We're under attack.
क्या हुआ भाई? अचानक से लड़ाई? ओके, अचानक से लड़ाई चालू हुई है। टेंशन क्यों ले रहे हो भाई? हमारे पास मुलानी है ना। Talk to Dane Slave.
What were those? And why did they attack us all of a sudden?
Black Serpent Knights. They once belonged to the Royal Guard of Kanria.
Wait a second. Royal Guard? So, they used to be your troops?
Yes, they were. But now, the curse engulfs them, and they fight.
Because they've become pawns of the Abyss now?
Let's continue on.
Wait! Dane!
ये कौन है? ये कौन है भाई?
Seems we missed one. Wait, stand down. There's something different about this one. It's disappeared.
What the heck? What was going on with that one? Was it trying to say something?
How is this possible? How could he have retained self-awareness for 500 years without it? But more importantly, why did he seem so familiar? That would be a miraculous outcome indeed for a cataclysm that brought total doom and destruction. Or we should press onward to the city.
They go into the entrance of the ruins.
Looks like there's a strange energy surrounding the city. We can't go any further. Guess there should be a mechanism or something around here, right? Traveler?
Don't waste your time.
ये क्या है भाई?
Kanria's technology, abyssal power. Two things I couldn't be more familiar with. They're just cheap tricks to me.
Okay, so the Abyss Order really is trying to hide something here. Dan seems like he really understands what's going on here. No wonder the Abyss Order doesn't want him around.
Not necessarily. The closer we draw, the more I am inclined to conclude that these ruins belong to a more ancient civilization still. The Abyss Order simply got to them before anyone else.
Even older than Kanria? Whoa.
That said, the architecture here does somewhat resemble that of Kanria. At least, it would if it were the other way up. Let's head toward the light over there. Mind your footing on the way ahead. It's a long way down.
यहाँ पर थोड़ा सा देख देख के चलना पड़ेगा हमें। कौन है भाई?
Black Serpent Knights. Is this where they're based? Or wait, are they guarding something here?
We are likely drawing near to whatever the Abyss Order is trying to hide.
पहले इन्हें मारना पड़ेगा। आ जाओ। इन्हें मारना कौन सी बड़ी बात है भाई? Continue investigating. किधर जाना है? और ऊपर। यहाँ से कैसे जाऊँ भाई? भाई आराम से आराम से आराम से। हाँ।
Hold on, I think they...
अच्छा मारना ही पड़ेगा मतलब इन्हें। अरे तुम्हारी भैंस की आँख। अरे जमा देते हैं क्या ये? समझ गया मैं। Examine what the Black Serpent Knights were protecting. क्या छुपा रहे थे भाई? क्या छुपा रहे थे? Helichal?
So, the Black Serpent Knights have nothing to do with the Abyss Order's secret. Huh.
So, what exactly is going on with these...
As I said, for these hilichurls, The end is nigh. They have grown old and fearful of the light, even become one with the darkness. And
But why would the Black Serpent Knights want us?
रे और आ गए।
More of them are closing in.
ये कौन है भाई?
It's him, the guy that came out of nowhere and disappeared again. And now they're retreating. Did he just order them to do that?
Halfdan?
Whoa, whoa, what? You recognize him?
Could it be? If it's as I suspect, then this is a truly tragic state of affairs.
Dane?
You want to know why they were gathered here guarding the hilly churls, don't you? It's because as far as the Black Serpent Knights are concerned, they're simply doing their duty. The one who ordered them to retreat just now, I suddenly recognized him. I knew him as a young man, an elite in the royal guard of old. His name is Halfdan.
So, he's from 500 years ago too?
To this day, I still remember the final orders I, the Twilight Sword, gave to Halfdan on the day of disaster in Kanria. Before I made haste back to the palace. Inform all Black Serpent Knights to protect the people of Kanria at all costs. Because we, of course, were royal guards. But this would mean nothing in the events that followed. Royals, gentry, common folk. These identities made no difference against the might of the gods. The only identity that mattered was being from Kanria. These Black Serpent Knights have lost their intellect. But perhaps, in whatever remains of their minds, they are still protecting the people of Kanria. If you see these ruins as Kanria in the throes of disaster, and these hilly churls as the people crying for help, then suddenly I can make sense of what I'm hearing. Their growls are less of a threat and more of a warning.
Then, what are they saying?
Though it is barely discernible, I can just about make it out. They keep repeating a word from the old language of Kanria. Run. Even I have to admit, the fact their will is strong enough to survive 500 years of erosion. It is nothing short of a miracle.
Oh, so Paimon had them all wrong?
It doesn't matter. Even I took them for enemies for a moment. Let's keep heading toward the light at the top. I believe the Black Serpent Knights will no longer try.
ये अब हमें ऊपर की तरफ जाना है। सीढ़ी लेके जाएगी क्या हमें?
Sure enough, we aren't seeing any more Black Serpent
ये यहाँ
Knights.
पे एक और टेलीपोर्ट भी है।
Halfdan guy really did recognize
और
Captain Dane, huh?
टेलीपोर्ट क्या उल्टा है क्या? अजीबोगरीब टेलीपोर्ट है यार। टेलीपोर्ट भी उल्टा है यहाँ का। कहाँ जाना है? इस तरफ। Go to the chamber of the center of the ruins. इस तरफ जाना है। ये जगह बड़ी अजीब है। कलर बदल गया इस एरिया का पूरा।
Why so quiet?
I'm just thinking, nothing more. If you're trying to console me,
अब
I
किस
can
तरफ
assure
जाना है
you there
भाई?
is no need.
जाऊँ कैसे मैं वहाँ तक? वहाँ तक जाऊँ कैसे मैं अब? ये भी तो बताना था ना। इस तरफ जाऊँ कैसे मैं? भाग दिया क्या मैंने? टेलीपोर्ट जो मैंने अनलॉक किया था, यप टेलीपोर्ट है एटलीस्ट। कुछ तो सही हुआ कि टेलीपोर्ट एटलीस्ट है यहाँ पे। वी कैन जस्ट गो फ्रॉम हियर। इस तरफ से भी तो जा सकते हैं। वो क्या हुआ?
More hilly trails, and they look
उस साइड से जाने का कोई रास्ता मुझे दिख नहीं रहा। यहाँ से स्ट्रेट अप जाने का एक ही चीज़ कर सकता हूँ मैं, इस पे जा सकता हूँ। जा सकता हूँ क्या? नो। मैं वहाँ तक पहुँचूँ कैसे? बात तो वही है। साइड से हम जा सकते हैं तो उस पे जाना नहीं, इस तरफ से भी नहीं जा सकते। यहाँ से मैं इस पे भी नहीं जा सकता, तो उस तरफ जाना कैसे? रूट क्या है जाने का? पहुंचू कैसे मैं वहां तक? रास्ता दिखा रहे हैं उस तरफ का। हाउ टू रीच इट? आर पार जा रहा है, कुछ रास्ता तो होगा एक जाने का उधर। एक सेकेंड। और ऊपर जाना है। फर्स्ट मुझे इस तरफ जाना पड़ेगा। पहले इस पे जाते हैं। पहले पे चलते हैं। यहाँ पहुँच गए। चलते हैं आराम से कोई हड़बड़ी नहीं है। यहाँ पहुँच गए। अब हम इससे ऊपर तो जा नहीं सकते इस साइड से, तो यहीं से चलते हैं फिर। यहाँ से अगर मैं इधर चढ़ जाऊँ मुझे थोड़ी सी हाइट मिलेगी। मुझे जाना कहाँ है? मुझे जाना उधर। इस रास्ते से ही जाना पड़ेगा। यहाँ से इस तरफ के बाद किस तरफ? यहाँ से रास्ता है क्या कोई ऊपर जाने का? मैं भी यहाँ से चढ़ के जा सकता हूँ। बस यहाँ से है रास्ता। चलिए मुझे बस इस पेड़ पे चढ़ना है। वहाँ इधर गिरना मत। लेट्स गो। पहुँच गए हम। ये क्वेस्ट करके गाइस आज का स्ट्रीम अपन एंड करेंगे यहीं पे। ये करके आज का स्ट्रीम अपन एंड करेंगे ये वाला क्वेस्ट करने के बाद।
Even the water pool is upside down. Dang, do you have any idea?
The pool must be part of the entire city structure. And more importantly, it is the very thing that is here. My whole body feels more at peace than it has in a long time.
Cleansing? So that means the water in that...
No, that would be impossible.
How are you so sure?
I have lived with this curse for 500 years, and I have been fully conscious the entire time. It is a way of branding us at the level of the fate of the world itself. When a god applies a curse, it takes effect at a higher level of reality than the person themselves. Even now, I can feel the curse slowly permeating my entire being, becoming part of me, slowly but surely replacing me. Perhaps it may be possible to suppress the corrosive effect of the curse for a time, but cleansing it entirely, consider it tantamount to burning away an integral part of your body. It is not a process that one could ever hope to survive.
Cleansing the curse cost you your life? Whoa.
In any case, I can feel that the water's cleansing effect is not nearly potent enough. At most, it might suppress the curse, but a little...
So, what's that contraption there? It looks...
Frankly, I have never seen a device of this design before either. It is not unreasonable to suspect that it could belong to the Abyss Order. But what could they be planning to do here?
That gave Paimon a fright!
Okay.
Halfdan's back again!
Halfdan, do you have something to say to me?
He ran off! But he didn't disappear like last time.
He's indicating that we should follow him. Are you coming?
True.
तो हाफ को मैं फॉलो करना है। एक और क्वेस्ट कंप्लीट हो गया दोस्तों।
Halfdan jumped down over there. Let's follow him. Looks like Halfdan disappeared at the far end of this path.
Perhaps whatever lies ahead is what he wants us to see.
Keep going.
There are more signs of hilichurl activity here. Is that way into the hilichurl camp? Let's go see.
यहाँ पे भी हिलिचल का कैंप है भाई।
It's a humble hilichurl camp. Oh, these hilichurls look like they're in pretty bad shape too. So is this what Halfdan wanted to show us?
Whether it is or not, everything here is worth investigating and...
Yeah.
Seems like these hilichurls have no life left in them at all. Before long, they'll become one with the darkness. The hilichurls we meet in the wild are always so rowdy. Paimon never would have imagined that this is how they spend their final days. We may not have a whole lot of happy memories dealing with hilichurls. But still, Paimon hopes they're at peace in the last moments.
एक सेकंड गाइस बस। एक सेकंड रुकना बस। Let's just complete this quest आज के लिए। Then we'll move to the like सुमेरु का quest देखते हैं। But I am thinking कि मैं सुमेरु और फाउंटेन का ऑफ स्ट्रीम कर लूँ because you know हमें न्यूविलेट के लिए फार्म भी करना है। I'm just thinking कि सुमेरु और उसका फाउंटेन का आर्कॉन क्वेस्ट ऑफ स्ट्रीम में कर लूँ। ये मैं सोच रहा हूँ तो स्ट्रीम पे थोड़ा बोरिंग भी हो जाएगा। सबने ऑलमोस्ट देख ही रखा है आर्कॉन क्वेस्ट का तो।
Hilichurls usually store food, but these seem pretty much empty. Is it because they're so near? Even if they don't need to eat anymore. There's even a bonfire here. Like what? Wait, but wasn't Dane saying that hilichurls get maybe in the very, very end? How did that flower get this far underground? Did someone bring in a memory of the deceased hilichurls? Hey, now that you mention it...
It is the national flower of Kanria, the Intivat. It once bloomed all over the nation. It would only last 2 weeks before wilting. But if you were to pluck one and take it out of Kanria, the petals would stop growing and turn hard. Only when it finally returned to its home soil would the petals grow soft once more, and finally turn to dust. So the intivat is a symbol for a wanderer far from home, signifying the tenderness of the homeland.
So for this flower to get here, it must have been...
ट्रैवलर की बहन लेके आई है इस फ्लावर को, ऐसा पाइमोन को लगता है, मुझे तो नहीं लगता भाई। ये क्या हो रहा है?
Your Highness, so the proposal finally has your blessing.
Focusing single-mindedly on confronting the heavenly principles,
चेंज हो गए
we
हम
neglected our original
हम
mission,
ट्रैवलर की बहन बन
the
गए।
revival of the homeland. I should not have been so indecisive.
The device is almost ready. We await your command.
What are the chances of succeeding?
Theoretically speaking, approximately.
Forget it. Even a 1% chance is enough. For too long have we dwelt in the abyss. Surely they would rather return to the natural cycle of life and death as soon as possible than continue to exist as they are, without a shred of dignity. They cannot be made to continue paying the price for those so-called sins.
The Order is most fortunate with your decision.
ये कैसे हो सकता है भाई? ट्रैवलर और उसकी बहन दोनों मिल गए? Okay.
You saw something, didn't you? Can you tell me what it was?
Yeah, you zoned out for quite a...
Huh. Well, people, it sounds as if they are attempting to make use of certain equipment to cleanse the curse. It could, and you say she mentioned the revival of the homeland, correct? No surprise there. Stubborn as ever. It appears as if the Abyss Order plans to use this location to cleanse the Hilichurls of their curse and restore them to the way they once were. Then, they will serve as the foundation for reviving the nation of Khaenri'ah. After all, there can be no nation without a people. It is the height of foolishness. They have no chances. I told you already that no one knows this curse better than I, having lived with it for 500 years. There is no redemption. There is no undoing the curse. Trying to remove it by force will achieve nothing but to inflict further suffering. So make sure you are clear in your mind. You have to tell yourself, they are no longer human. If you cling to false hope and allow yourself to become too emotionally invested, the only way is down. You will end up just like them. Save your strength for something worth saving. Oh? But of course, I am merely someone you hired for a task, while she is your sister. It is only natural for you to side with her. But whatever decision you make cannot deter me from mine. My chosen path is to stop the Abyss. If we have reached an impasse, then perhaps this is where we should say, I see. It seems that the 3 questions I put to you on our first meeting were worthwhile. You have developed your own individual views on this war. Very well. Since you have volunteered your true thoughts on this matter, I shall not hide mine from you. Right now, I have a more immediate agenda than stopping the Abyss. That is to say, the Abyss's actions here directly dishonor the final wishes of Halfdan and my other compatriots. I cannot allow this to proceed. The Abyss may appear at any moment. Be on your guard at all times as we proceed.
Leave the Hilichurl camp. चलो अब Hilichurl camp से हमें निकलना है। बाहर की तरफ ही जाना है। Let's go.
We can see the upside down city from here too.
Wait, watch out!
ये क्या हुआ भाई?
The mutation is continuing. Has the abyss made it?
I see your incessant meddling continues, and that you have once again joined forces with our Highness's kin. Regrettably, I was not in time to control your exit from the network, and it sent you here of all places. This was a catastrophic error.
I am surprised that you dare to face me. You ran like a coward last time.
Our Highness's will must be done. All interferences must be removed, whatever the price to pay. This time, the curse that torments our people must be undone, once and for all.
You are the only ones who torment them. There is nothing else left of those hilly churls. Nothing besides the curse itself.
Say what you wish. I am going nowhere, Daneslip.
Then you will give your life just to delay the inevitable. How absurd. But since you really think you can use that device beneath the pool to cleanse this curse?
Do not
इसको मारना कौन सी बड़ी बात है भाई? ओए मिस हो गया, अटैक मिस हो गया। इसकी तो आधी एचपी चली गई एक बार में। शांगलिंग पे भाई मेरा बिल्ड नहीं है ना, शांगलिंग से बहुत ज़्यादा डैमेज आ जाता है कभी कभी। अरे यार इसकी शील्ड आ गई, अब बताओ। क्या है ये यार? ये शील्ड कैसे टूटेगी मगर? ऐसे तो इसकी शील्ड ही नहीं टूट रही। ये क्या अटैक है भाई? चाकू चला रहा है बस भाई। आराम से। ये हाइड्रो ही है, इस पे हाइड्रो तो काम ही नहीं करेगा। आई नीड टू गेट दैट पायरो आउट। एक सेकंड, गूबा कहाँ है? गूबा कहाँ है? इस टाइम पे गूबा काम आएगा। गूबा है भी तो दिमाग से पैदल भाई। ओए 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 आराम से पायरो को नहीं मरने देना भाई। फिर से शॉर्ट स्ट्रीम। अरे मैं डेली अभी शॉर्ट स्ट्रीम ही करूँगा। ओनली सोच रहा हूँ कभी कभार करेंगे हॉरिजॉन्टल स्ट्रीम। लेट्स सी, हफ्ते में एक आध 2 बार करेंगे शॉर्ट लॉन्ग स्ट्रीम जो रहता है। बाकी टाइम पे शॉर्ट्स वाली स्ट्रीम ही करेंगे। बस साले हील करवा दे भाई मेरे को। हो गया। Take the heal. यार गूबा छोड़ो बे, इसका गूबा छोड़ो। भाई शांगलिंग मर गई। व्हाट? एक हिट में खत्म? सीरियसली एक हिट में शांगलिंग खत्म? मुझे अल्ट चाहिए भाई इसका। पता नहीं, एक तो ये पता नहीं क्या छुरी जैसा घुमाता रहता है यार। अरे भाई
Here
भाई इसकी शील्ड तोड़ते तोड़ते ना कल हो जाएगा मेरे को, कल हो जाएगा और इसकी शील्ड ना टूट रही। भाई भाई आराम से भाई आराम से, पायरो से ही टूटेगा ना इसका शील्ड, और किसी से तो नहीं टूटेगा। इधर आ भाई, इधर आ, इधर आ, जल, पायरो में रह के जल थोड़ी देर। ऑन द शील्ड यार, मेरे को शील्ड चाहिए। आराम से भाई, मार मत। अरे क्या है भाई, ये छुरी टाइप का घुमा रहा है, क्या पता नहीं, चाकू। किधर से जाने का है? इसकी शील्ड ऑलमोस्ट टूटने ही वाली है, बस हो ही गया। तो ये क्या हो गया? यार तू बाहर निकल पहले यार, वो क्या पत्थरों के बीच में फंसा दिया, बाहर निकल बे साला। हाँ घूम ले भाई, घूम ले तू, 4-5 बार घूम ले, उसके बाद बात करेंगे। घूम रहा है तो घूमे जा रहा है, खत्म ना हो रही। वही तेरी शील्ड। मेरे भाई अब तो मर ले भाई, इसकी शील्ड अभी भी है क्या? थोड़ी सी, इतनी सी बच गई है, उसी में मार रहा है। हाँ मर गया, चलो फाइनली। मेरे यहाँ के लोग तो चिल्लाते क्यों है भाई?
There's no time to celebrate. The Abyss Order's device is activating, but there's still time to destroy it.
अच्छा, अभी भी टाइम है थोड़ा बहुत डिस्ट्रॉय करने का, बट आई थिंक सो वील डू इट लेटर। आज की स्ट्रीम को यहीं तक रखते हैं, बाकी काम कल या परसों जब भी हम स्ट्रीम करेंगे तब करेंगे। एंड मैं सोच रहा हूँ कि सुमेरु और कंटेंट वगैरह के जो आर्को रिक्वेस्ट है वो मैं ऑफ स्ट्रीम बैठ के कर लूँ, तो स्ट्रीम पे अपन बाकी थोड़ा फार्मिंग वगैरह कर पाएंगे, टेस्ट हंट वगैरह स्ट्रीम पे कर लेंगे, मज़ा आता है। आर्कॉन क्वेस्ट स्ट्रीम पे अगर बोलो तो मैं कर सकता हूँ, बट आई थिंक सो लोग ऑलरेडी कर ही चुके होंगे या तो देख चुके होंगे, तो अभी कोई नई बात नहीं है। नेटलैंड का कोई आर्कॉन क्वेस्ट आएगा जब नेक्स्ट, तब वो करेंगे स्ट्रीम पे, क्योंकि उसके लिए थोड़ा सा लोगों के अंदर भी वो है हाइप। ठीक है, तो आज की स्ट्रीम को गाइस यहीं पे रखते हैं, एंड आई विल मीट यू गाइस टुमारो या फिर परसों जब भी स्ट्रीम होगी। टिल देन बाय बाय एंड टेक केयर।